Owning your own home is a big part of the American dream, but along with the benefits comes responsibility, and not all home repair expenses are created equally. Real estate expert John Adams is here to talk about 4 really expensive home repairs. More importantly, though, how we can avoid them. I looked at your list, and I've been through a few of these myself.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
I know you have.
I certainly have. And unfortunately, it's just part of owning a home. There are going to be repairs. They're inevitable. But there are things we can do, Buck, to either postpone them or catch them early so they're not quite as expensive.
Certainly good to know. And when you think about probably one of the most important parts of the home is its foundation.
The foundation is critically important for your home because it has to bear the weight of the entire home. And so as a result, if you have a crack or any type of change in the foundation, it's going to be expensive. The reality is that in most cases, foundation problems are a result of water. That may be your gutters are overflowing, which is the case at my house. It may be water is being directed against the property, against the outer wall and seeping down, but that's what undermines foundations. And if you can handle that water problem up front, you can avoid a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 foundation repair.
That's huge. Oh, talking about HVAC systems, and it seems like those first really hot summer days when you have to crank on that air for the first time, that's when you find out, uh-oh.
Well, you know, in the South, we don't have a choice. We've got to have air conditioning. Of course, I grew up without it, but that's beside the point. We've got to have heat. We've got to have air, and the system has gone up dramatically in price over the last few years. You're looking at $5,000 to $7,000, and these systems are not designed to last more than about 12 or 15 years. So it's important to have them serviced on a regular basis every fall, every spring. Let an expert come out, a qualified repair person, and do that service because that will extend the life of your heating and air conditioning system.
Talking more about water and all the damage that it can cause. You're talking about water damage to walls and to ceilings.
Think about it. You've got this water that's under pressure coming into your house, and then you're spreading it out all over your house. That's certainly convenient, but the problem is if you develop a leak, and we've all seen leaks in houses. You were talking about having one the other night. It certainly can and does happen. And so what you need to be doing is constantly looking even for the smallest leak because they get bigger over time and they will rot out a floor over a period of years if you don't pay attention to them. And of course, if you have a catastrophic roof failure, you're going to have water throughout the house. So.
And this last one, this one has gotten so expensive, but it's something most of us cannot even dream of tackling ourselves, especially if we're talking about removing a large tree.
Exactly. And here, you know, in Atlanta, we are very fortunate. We live in essentially an urban forest, and we've got these big, beautiful trees that add to our the beauty of living in Atlanta. But they get old. They have to be taken down, and unfortunately, it's confusing because the cost is so high. Estimates vary wildly, and there's a widespread belief by many people that the tree companies sometimes will tell you to take down a tree that doesn't really have to be taken down. And here, $1,200 later, you find that the interior of the tree was solid as a rock, but you're out $1,200. And then, of course, you have to pay extra to get the stump removed.
Of course, stump removal's a whole different ballgame.
Exactly. Really, the only thing you can do on trees is if you see that you have limbs or dead parts of the tree, have it serviced so it doesn't spread to the rest of the tree. Other than that, it's up to Mother Nature and the tree itself.
And those scary limbs hanging over your kid's bedroom or something.
That's right.
John, thanks a lot. And John's going to be here after the show taking your questions on Facebook Live, and you can also find this segment on our website, fox5atlanta.com.